There he is. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how he's changed since he's been with me, and how to reinforce his confidence without reinforcing his kind of blowing off commands. So I am going to include the video of what to do when he doesn't immediately come when called, and that would be reeling him in on the long line. I'm going over this while you just kind of observe his behavior. When I take him, we're in my side yard, so he's somewhat familiar with this. But when I take him to parks, I usually give him a lot of freedom. I have him on a long line, sometimes longer than this. This is, I think, a 15-foot. Again, always on a harness when he's on a long line, in case he does run to the end of it. You still want to try to bungee it as much with your arm, obviously, as possible. But I would never put a little dog like Musk on a long line and then allow him to run full sprint like that. So again, always on harness with the long line, but he really enjoys exploring, and it helps with his confidence. So yeah, good job. I let him find things, sniff things. He can be very timid about new things. So as many little trips, even just to your side yard where you let him explore and you encourage him and treat him for exploring, is great. And you can see he keeps checking in. He's not sure if I'm going to make him go inside. This would be also like a behavior where if you were in your backyard or in a fenced area, you wouldn't call him to you when he's acting like this if you don't have any way of making sure he comes to you. Because sometimes when you know your dog is not going to come or might not come, hello there. Yes, and I treated him for touch, which you couldn't really see. You don't want to call them, because the more you call them and they don't come, they learn they don't have to. The command is optional. So if he was acting this, kind of squirrely in the fenced area, I would not practice recalls with him unless I went and got a long line to put on him. Again, he does this sometimes. All dogs do. I actually really like that he's kind of more comfortable in his skin, that he doesn't have to stay right by my side. And he may be different with when he gets home with you guys, but I don't want to squash the independence because I really like it. Yes. But you also just want to kind of keep it in mind with how you practice with him. Musk, here? Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to put my fingers out and just, yes, and wait for him. And he doesn't have to take the treat. I said yes, which is a marker, but it's also a terminal bridge. But because I want him to get the treat, I'm going to reel him in. You can see I'm just doing this really gently, and then he can have the food. Very nice. I'm going to pause this and set this up so I can show you a collar grab as best I can. Okay, so what a collar grab is, and it might be a little difficult to see, but I have this just so I can show you. I don't have treats in either of my hands. So when I call him to me, and then if he came, great. If not, I would reel him in, but I keep the line short and I reach down and I grab his collar, which he does not always love. So there's no food in either of my hands. Yay! And he's gotten to me and I reach down. You can see he's a little weary of it. So good. And then after I do that, I reach into my bag, my treat bag, which is behind my back, and I give him a treat. I'll try to set up a tripod and get this from further away. But what it looks like, let's see if I can put the video down. So sorry, my video skills are not great, but I do want you to see this process. So I have him where he kind of has to stay with me. All right. And you can see there's no treats in either of my hands. I'm going to reach for him. Musk, yay! Reach down, grab him, and I'm still holding him. And then you can hear me, treat from my other hand suddenly appears, yay! And with Musk, because he loves to run away after the first treat, and you can see, yes, he's sniffing in the grass. And so sometimes I'll drop treats in the grass, and then I let go. I sneaky let go, and I'll sometimes give him a pet. Break, yay, good boy! He does not have to leave when I say break, but he can. He's going to keep hunting for food because he knows that there might be treats in the grass. Good job. Break. You want to run? Very nice. this is getting into a long video. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. But there are a couple of things to wrap up. This one went over collar grabs, which when you see in the notes that I do collar grabs, that last part was the procedure. Remember, you don't want food in your hand at the beginning. You want to grab it and then hold him, and then the food appears. Good job, body. And also we went over some exploration so you can see his body language and how when he checks in with me, I acknowledge him. Yeah, good job. I don't always give him a treat. Sometimes I toss some treats in the grass just to, intermittently. And I think he's peeing, so I am also gonna, yay, good potty! Good job, Musk, good job, yeah! And that's another one. He's doing great about pottying outside.